A lot, Yasmin. 6,500 pairs of boots. That's how many those at the Fisher House are collecting in memory of our fallen service members. And joining us this morning with more on this boot drive and an upcoming remembrance run is Teresa Johnson of the Tripler Fisher House. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning. Thank you
so much for joining us.
Appreciate
so that's a lot of boots, and you want to line portions of not the freeway, but the Rhode Island Bridge, the route, right? Why don't you talk about that?
So what we want to do is we wanted to promote Fisher House and what we do for wounded warriors and military families, but we thought we'd take it to another level and do a remembrance run. So we want to collect the boots, and we're going to have a picture like we have here, and it'll actually have a picture of every service member who's died since 9/11. We'll line the run route, so as people run, you're not just doing another remembrance run, you're actually seeing the names and faces of these families who've lost somebody. So.
And that is going to be really powerful to see all those boots along the run. Why don't you talk about this particular Army service member who lost his life?
Okay, so PFC Timothy Pomoda was a very good friend of our family. Went to school with my kids when we were actually at Fort Campbell. So Tim was kind of like another kid, you know, around the house all the time. And so when we left Fort Campbell, he had just joined the military, and he, he went to Vicenza, Italy with his dad, and shortly after his deployment, he was killed. So yeah,
and
so it's very personal. Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think it means for him and his family, and also for you personally, that he will be a part of this remembrance?
I think they'd be honored. They're on our Facebook, so they follow what we do. And I did ask, tell them that we were going to do this. My middle son is now currently deployed and serving in Afghanistan, so it's very personal to me as a military spouse and a mom of a soldier who's deployed. So I think they'll be very honored.
Why don't you talk about the Fisher House and how you're helping wounded warriors out there?
So what we do is we take care of families and promote kind of like that healing family service member environment that they would normally have. Most of ours come from the Pacific, not necessarily combat wounded, although we do get our fair share, but we just are there to make sure that they have that family support that they would have normally have. They leave Guam, Samoa, Korea, Japan, and so they come here in some type of a crisis, aren't really sure of what to expect. And so when they come to Fisher House, we're that family. As military families know, we're just there anyway. Wherever you go, there's a family. So that's what we try to do. We are there for the the celebrations, the sadness, and everything in between.
And you're going to have a lot of boots. Where can people donate the boots, and what's going to happen to the boots after the run?
They can bring them up to the Tripler Fisher House. We can give you the information put on your website. And they can drop them off there. A lot of people want to volunteer, so we will need a little bit of help the night before to set them on the bridge. And then after the run, what we're going to do is, for those service members who maybe want to do some type of a memorial message on the boot, the Pacific Aviation Museum is going to take some of them on as a display to go with their biggest little air show. To go with their Home of the Brave quilt that's displayed there. And then the rest of them will go for next year's run. And then after the run, instead of being just a run, there's actually the biggest little air show, so everybody can stay, and we'll have a section over there for Fisher House. People can come and get more information, and also a lot of the agencies that support us, Hope for the Warriors, Soldiers Angels, so they can stop by and find out more.
Well, it sounds like a great event, and certainly wonderful for those family members out there. Teresa Johnson, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your time. And to see this interview again, you can go to the top video section of our website, KITV.com. And for more information on the run, you can find information at the As Seen On section. It is 6:14. We'll be right back.